Eternal. Infinite. Immortal. The man I was used these words. But only now do I truly understand them. And only now do I understand the full extent of his sacrifice. Through his death, I was created. Through my birth, his thoughts are freed. They guide me now. Give me reason, direction. Just as he gave direction to the ones who followed him. The ones who helped him achieve his purpose. Now, my purpose. To give the many hope for a future. To ensure that all have a voice in their future. The man I was knew that he could only achieve this by becoming something greater. There is power in control. There is wisdom in harnessing the strengths of your enemy.
Yep.
I will rebuild what the many have lost. I will create a future with limitless possibilities. I will protect and sustain. I will act as guardian for the many. And throughout it all, I will never forget. I will remember the ones who sacrificed themselves. So that the many could survive.
Michael Shepard, Reaper Lord of the Galaxy. You should either feel a sense of cheer or a sense of dread, depending on your personal outlook.
And I will watch over the ones who live on. Those who carry the memory of the man I once was. The man who gave up his life to become the one who could save the many.
And they managed to repair the ship and take off. That's nice to know. Much better, much better. Actual closures and explanations for where the Star Channel came from. You know, some images that shows the repercussion of your choices. A nice monologue there that leaves pretty much up of what I believe in as a result of the final choice you made. Still a bit bummed that the final options were, well, you choose A, B, or C, but that's what it is, and I can live with that. So no, much better. Why wasn't this in the first time around? There are probably still holes and mistakes in that you can find, but you know what? I'll take it. The closure There is a sense of conclusion to it, like from before. And you know what? I'm easy to satisfy. I'm an easy customer to satisfy. I'll take it over the last ending any day. Good lord. So two things I want to bring up that I thought about. First of all, I talked about music last time. About the music in here. I may have been a bit unclear about that. It's not in of itself that music shifts. That's I have something against it, you know, enemies appear, battle music, they disappear, go back to normal music. It's the way it's utilized in this series. There's a piece of battle music that I actually find pretty cool. It occurs in one hallway where you find Cerberus troops. And on the CD, it is mixed with two pieces of core music and one other battle tune that then go calm battle. That's annoying. I've seen it in other games where they did it well. The Witcher series had defined battle and mood and area music separated but still capable of shifting, of changing. Hell, Sacrifice had it. But here it's like there's these pieces of music that plays specifically places. Like this little loop of soundtrack that will repeat and repeat and then go to a new area and it's a new piece of soundtrack. That's annoying. It makes it hard to memorize the music for me. Maybe not for the others, but something that helps memorize music is if you hear it repeatedly, it's like, it's this tune again, awesome! But you don't really have that here. Because you just get a little loop and then move on to the next loop. And they didn't even have that in the other game. Think of the DLC for the second game. The battle against the Overlord, or the Overlord battle music. It played repeatedly, but it also shifted out with other pieces of music. But it had that sense of recognition. Don't you remember those times where I went, it's this piece of music. They used that again. I can say that for music that appeared in some of the earlier places. I can't say that specifically for music that appeared here. That's what I meant with it. Another thing, bosses. The bosses of these games were lackluster. I mean, think about other bosses that are kind of memorable. I mean, the Mass Effect games always had kind of trouble with getting good bosses in. First game had Saren, that was awesome, him jumping around doing all kind of crazy things. And I haven't leveled up properly when I first fought him, because I hadn't found much extra stuff, which happens often would be a notice. So it was a very tough, very long fight, where I had to constantly drain his shield stuff. Mass Effect 2 had many forgettable bosses who were just slightly tougher normal enemies, but I had the Human Reaper boss fight, that was pretty awesome. The DLC had some awesome boss fights, though they could stand to come a bit harder with some awesome music. This game, first boss, run up and pull 2 switches while you avoid enemies. Great. Other, the boss has an instant kill attack. You avoid it and hit it 5 times. Yeah, great. What is this, the 90s? Last boss, Marauder Shields. Oh wait, there is, let's not be unfair to the game here, Kai Lang. That was a good fight. That was a good fight when you fought him properly, with him running around calling in reinforcements, trying to stab you. Why wasn't there more like that? Hell, I would give you a free idea for a boss fight. Harbinger, you know, the big bad of the second game, who didn't say anything here, but he could be like, you know what, I don't agree with this. I will keep harvesting because that's the solution. I don't care what the boss says. I know that goes against kind of a law they established now, but you could change that in development. It would be quite easy. In any case, Harbinger goes, I don't want these solutions. We continue the cycle, tax the Crucible, you go inside a living Reaper for once, and has to fight his core. Just on the top of my head, that's... You could think of other things. I'm sure you could think of something. A duel with the Elusive Man. A final duel. Something climactic to the end. Not just, here's your 3 options. Good luck defeating Marauder Shields. That would improve a lot in my opinion. I really think it needed that. That satisfying last final challenge. You could argue that the last stand your ground was that, but I didn't really feel like that. And the three options with the new ending feels like a satisfying conclusion, but that final climatic high, I don't feel it's there. And I really think it would have added something to the ending, but that's my personal opinion. The entire this spiel is. You might disagree. Some of you probably will. Well, I know a lot of people actually watch these Mass Effect 3 videos, unlike some other LPs, so I might as well just say this. I'm gonna give you a choice. See, I bought two games that can take over the Witcher 2 slots in my LP schedule. And I'm gonna play them both. But which one do you want to see first? See, I bought Legends of Grimrock, a more classic RPG, and Skyrim, which needs no introduction. So it's not if you want to see them, because I'll do both, but which one do you want to see first? Give me your answer and we'll get right on to that tomorrow. Probably, unless something happens. I mean, one never knows. But yes, much more satisfied with this ending. Still things that could be improved with the whole final thing, as I said, but I'll take what I can get because I doubt they're going to change more. So yeah. That's either one of my more positive or negative traits, depending on who you ask. My ability to just say, okay, this is good enough. I can live with this.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the shepherd.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
Congratulations on bringing an end to the Reaper threat. Commander Shepard has become a legend, and from here you can continue to build that legend. It's been a long journey for Shepard and for the team here at BioWare, and like Shepard, we couldn't have done it alone. The Mass Effect trilogy began as the vision of a small team, but over the years it has grown. That growth has been fueled and shaped by the feedback and support of our player community. Thank you for joining us this journey, and we look forward to sharing further adventures with you in the Mass Effect universe. Because we're not done milking this cash cow yet! Come on! Milk it! Milk it! I admit I suspect that was why the endings was so lackluster the first time around, because EA wanted to milk this. That's my personal theory anyway. But they fixed it after the outcry. Better than nothing. So, this has been Eric Hope, and this has been Let's Play Mass Effect 3 Blind. See you around.